Morning, dear learners. So I hope that everyone is doing well today amidst the pandemic that we are facing. Education is a continuous process, so learning must continue even though we are at home quarantine. So for today's lesson, we are learning about decimals. So the first lesson is about the place value for decimals. So for example, if we have the number 35.175. Okay, so for the whole numbers 3, the place value is tens. And then for the second number 5, the place value is ones or units. And then after the decimal, the first number will have a place value of tenths. Tenths, and then the next one is hundredths. For the third decimal, it will be thousandths. Okay, so after thousands will be 10,000. So take note that for the place value of decimal, there is the letters THS, and we start with tens. There's no ones in decimals. Okay. Okay, so now let us go to addition and subtraction of decimal. So for number 1, we have 7 plus 25.94. So 7 is a whole number without a decimal, and 25.94 has 2 decimal places. So what we do is we convert 7 into decimal with 2 decimal places. So 7 becomes 7.00 and then plus 25.94, so that they both have 2 decimal places. So take note that we should align the 2 decimal places. So align the second decimal, first decimal, and the first and the units or ones digit. Okay, then we are ready to plus them. So 0 plus 4 is 4, 0 plus 9 is 9. Then the decimal, 7 plus 5 is 12, carry 1. Then 1 plus 2 is 3. So our final answer will be 32.94. Okay, so how about for the subtraction of decimals? So we have 100 minus 15.65. So again, we have decimals for the second number, 15.65. So for the 100, we convert it to become 2 decimal places. So we have 100.00. It has 2 decimals, then minus 15.65. Okay, so we are ready to subtract or minus. So 0 minus 5, we cannot minus it. So we borrow from the second 0. So the first 0 becomes 10, and then this one becomes 9, and this becomes 9. This one also becomes 9, then 1 becomes 0. So 10 minus 5 is 5, then 9 minus 6 is 3, then the point, then 9 minus 5 is 4, 9 minus 1 is 8, so that our final answer will be 84.35. Okay, now how do we multiply with decimals? For example, we have 2.7 times 12. So just write 2.7 times 12. Then we start multiplying your ones digit with the ones with the tenths and the 1. So 2 times 7 is 14. So we write here 4, carry 1 there. Then 2 times 2 is 4, plus the 1 we carry is 5. Okay, so we now continue with the tens unit. So before we multiply, we write first 0 under this one. Okay, then we multiply the tens digit with the 7 and 2. So 1 times 7 is 7. We write here after the 0. Then 1 times 2 is 2. Then we are going to plus together our answer. So 4 plus 0 is 4. 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry 1. Then 2 plus 1 is 3. 324. But since we have 1 decimal place here, so we need to count from the right 1 decimal going to the front. So going here. Okay, so our answer will be equal to 32.4. So our final answer must be equal to 32.4. Okay, then how do we divide with the decimals? Okay, so for example, if we divide 39.92 divided by 0.8. Okay, take note that if your divisor or your second number has a decimal, in this case it has 1 decimal place, we must move it to become a whole number. So instead of 0.8, we move it to the right. So it becomes 8. Okay, since we move 1 decimal place going to the right, we are also going to move the decimal place of our first number. So we move it to the right so that it becomes 399.2 divided by 8. So there's no more decimal on our divisor or second number. And we are ready to divide. So we write it using the long method, 399.2 divided by 8. Okay, so 8 is 1 digit. If we start with 1 digit 3, it's not enough. So we must take 2 digits, 39. Okay, so 39 divided by 8. If it is 8 times 4, 32. If it is 8 times 5, 40. So it should be 4. Okay, so we are going to write 4 here. Okay, then 4 times 8 is 32. Then we minus. So 9 minus 2 is 7. 3 minus 3 is 0. And then what we do, we bring down the next digit 9. So 79 divided by 8. 8 times 9 is 72. So our answer here will be 9. And 9 times 8 is 72. So we minus 79 minus 72 is 7. Then there's a decimal here. We need to move or put the decimal place before we are going to bring down the 2. So bring down the 2 so that it becomes 72 divided by 8 is 9. 9 times 8 is 72. If our number here is already 0, then we are done with our division. So our final answer will be 49.9. So that's it. So I hope that you understood my explanation, and I hope that you will apply this in answering your revision papers. Thank you for watching. Have a good day and God bless.